My name is Grace Lean, and I am the Senior Director of E-commerce at Integrated DNA Technologies, part of Danaher Corporation, and I am here to talk to you about the digital DNA of life science brands and how we as an industry must evolve for the next generation of customers. Imagine a moment that could redefine everything that we think we know about technology, creativity, and the future of innovation. A moment so unexpected, so profound that it challenges every assumption we have about age, capability, and the boundaries of human potential. What I'm about to show you isn't from some tech giant's R&D lab or from a Silicon Valley startup. This is happening in someone's home right now. And in fact, from the Cloudflare family that Jessica works for. So. Can we hear the
Boat spinning out for the loading icon for when it's typing the message. I'm just gonna delete that. Now, so now it's gonna have like a little lightning bolt. I'm gonna apply it. Hopefully this works. If it does work, it's gonna be so cool. Now I'm gonna say hello. It looks so cool.
So every revolution has its defining moment. Some see it in technological milestones, such as the unveiling of the first iPhone or joining their first video conference call. But what we just watched here right now is something entirely different. What you just watched was an 8-year-old girl creating a fully functional Harry Potter chatbot that channels Dumbledore's wisdom using generative AI. I just showed you there, it was like about a minute long just for the sake of keeping this talk short, but it took her actually 45 minutes to do. But still, let that sink in for a moment. What we saw there wasn't just a cute tech demo. She is your future customer. She could be, in 15 years, she could be that researcher evaluating your latest platform, or the procurement manager reviewing your latest RFP response, or that scientist reviewing your reagent solutions for their workflow. What I'll share with you today isn't just about adopting new technologies. It's about finding that sweet spot where digital innovation amplifies rather than replaces human connection. It's about building brands that resonate with both today's decision makers and tomorrow's leaders. Because in this rapidly evolving landscape, we need to fundamentally rethink what a brand means in the life sciences. Remember the days when branding was just a bunch of catchy slogans, sleek logos, and carefully chosen Pantones? Those days are long gone. And we've entered an era where your digital experience is just not another tool in your marketing arsenal. It's become the very heartbeat of your brand. Today, your brand is a living, breathing entity, a theme that we have actually been starting to hear throughout all the different talks here, that this is defined by its values, its experiences, and distinguished by personality. And in this lightning-fast world of social media and digital interaction, these are the elements that make you memorable. For life science companies, your digital presence isn't just a virtual business card. It's often the first and sometimes only interaction your potential customer or collaborator will ever have with your brand. You know, my stat here of 57% is actually probably older than Jessica's stat of 75%. As you can see, mine's dated 2018 from Gartner. I need to ask her where she got her source from. But I'm pretty sure it has to be higher than that. Every click, every interaction, every digital touch point is an expression of who you are as a company. And in our industry, we can't afford to make anything less than an exceptional impression for this next generation of customers. So today, what I'll do here is I'll explore digital transformations and reshaping brands through 3 powerful lenses. 1, and this is a term that we've heard throughout the day today, personalization. 2, physical digital integration. And 3, user empowerment. And as the mother of 2 young daughters, ages 3 and 6, I'm gonna pull some relevant examples from our day-to-day. So let's start with personalization. And I'm not talking about slapping an email with someone's name in the subject line. It's more than that. But let me start off with a personal story about music and Spotify. Music curation runs in my DNA. Long before Spotify algorithmically decoded my musical preferences, my dad, during his college days in Taiwan, was making mixtapes of American classic rock and disco music so he could sell tickets and throw dance parties and make some nice pocket change. So because of that, I grew up knowing how to make mixtapes. And back in those days, it was 90s pop, which eventually turned into burning CDs full of hip hop, R&B, and alternative. And when Spotify arrived, I quickly adopted it so I can build classical, electro swing, lo-fi, indie rock, playlists all to my liking. So over time, I let the algorithm take the wheel because I want to watch how machine learning started to understand my musical soul better than I understood it myself. So when Spotify announced that they're testing ways of keeping kids' songs out of adult algorithms, pure musical bliss, because that means no more Baby Shark bombing my mood booster auto-generated playlist. And this isn't just a clever feature. This is personalization, or I'm going to talk on behalf of myself. This is personalization that understands my soul, my identity, and my expectations as a customer. 81% of Spotify users cite personalization as their favorite aspect of the platform. Their digital platform isn't just a music delivery system, it's an embodiment of their brand promise to make music personal. Every playlist, every recommendation, every feature tells their users, we get you. Now, imagine bringing that level of intuitive understanding to life sciences. Picture smart reagent recommendation systems that learn from your experiments, or platforms that automatically suggest products from different workflows based on your experimental design, to the point where a researcher can just input their experimental parameters into a system that automatically curates all the necessary products for you across all the different workflows ready for purchase. This isn't just convenience, though. It's the difference between weeks and weeks of optimization to increasing that chance of getting it right the first time. And more importantly, it's your brand saying, we understand your challenges, we are here to solve them because we're here to get you faster to market and let our digital experiences prove it. The next framework, physical and digital worlds, bridging the two. So I'm guessing there's some parents out here who have a giant stash of random Lego bricks sitting in some sort of IKEA tub. This is where innovation meets tradition. A group of Lego enthusiasts were able to breathe new life into these 90-year-old plastic bricks. And what they did that by developing Brickit. And it's an app that uses computer vision and machine learning to scan any random pile of Legos and suggest possible builds. What they've done here is they've transformed smartphones that are distractions into gateways back to physical play. And this certainly delights parents too, who can now breathe new life into existing toys rather than buying new sets. Because these new Lego sets these days can get really expensive, even at Costco, I'm telling you. In our world, we are also already seeing this bridge in action with tools like Google AlphaFold, allowing scientists to interact and manipulate 3D protein models in ways we've never imagined before. We could now leverage augmented reality for product demonstrations and virtual lab tours, or even troubleshoot products in real time. Each of these digital interactions isn't just a feature, it is an expression of your brand's commitment to innovation and user empowerment, which brings us to our next framework. The most transformative piece of the puzzle to digital transformation and digital experiences is user empowerment. And no one has done this better than Tesla. They didn't just revolutionize electric vehicles, they transformed the entire car buying experience. Their digital platforms offers complete transparency in pricing, real-time customization, a seamless journey from test drive to purchase, including online financing, used car trade-in, all without you having to step into a dealership. And I can attest to this firsthand when I bought my Tesla. The only 2 times I engaged with a human being was, 1, when I called the Walnut Creek dealership to unlock and start the car that stood in front of me in Emeryville, and 2, when my car became available for purchase. So what's the result of that? Tesla owns 60 to 70% of the EV market, and their digital experience has become as much part of their brand as their cars. In our industry, integrated DNA technologies stands as a true pioneer in user empowerment. Long before digital transformation even became a buzzword, IDT was already building its brand around giving its researchers unprecedented control. Think about this. Back in 2008, when a lot of us were still figuring out Facebook, IDT launched LabLinker, which is streamlined group ordering within labs. That's 13 years before DoorDash rolled out their group ordering feature in 2021. And in case you're not familiar with that concept, DoorDash has developed one of the better known group ordering features online today, where you could share a link with your friends, your colleagues, saying, hey, we're all ordering from Panera today, add your order to the same link, and it gets delivered to the same place for everyone to eat lunch together. IDT did the same thing to allow multiple labs to order primers so they can get all their group order delivered to the same place so they could save on shipping. Soon after that, IDT followed this with SciTools plus API, empowering scientists to integrate oligo design analysis, design services, and the ordering directly into the customer's application. But they didn't stop there. They didn't stop at the basic digital tools. IDT consistently pushed boundaries by e-commerce enabling the vast majority of our custom configurable products. These processes typically take multiple touch points and offline ordering via email, but IDT transformed them into streamlined digital workflows. And that result speaks volumes. Today, over 95% of IDT's orders flow through our comprehensive digital e-commerce ecosystem. And what is wild is that concerning the custom nature of our business, that is not just a statistic. That is proof that if you truly commit to digital empowerment, scientists will embrace it. This empowering experience isn't just a nice-to-have feature, it's a direct expression of IDT's brand promise to accelerate the pace of genomics research. So why does this matter so much? Why is this so urgent? Because our customer base is evolving. Gen Z is stepping into roles with real purchasing power. And for the first time in 2024, they've exceeded the number of baby boomers in the workforce. These digital natives expect seamless, intuitive experiences as a baseline, not as a luxury. And right behind them, Gen Alpha, our Harry Potter chatbot creators and their peers. Their expectations will redefine what's possible. As we stand at the crossroads of commercial innovation, I challenge each of you to think deeply about your brand's digital DNA. How you can create experiences that are intuitive as a child's chatbot, as personalized as your favorite playlist, and as transformative as a contactless journey for purchasing a car. How can your digital presence become not just a reflection of the brand, but of its very essence? Remember that 8-year-old we saw at the beginning. That digital fluency isn't an anomaly. It's the new baseline of your future customer. In a world where digital experience is becoming inseparable from brand identity, where personal stories drive that connection, and where consumer technology is becoming part of professional expectations, we really need to reimagine what it means to be customer-centric in the life science industry. Digital transformation of life science isn't a distant future. It's happening now. I mean, this whole conference has been talking about just that. So the brands that will thrive aren't just ready for that future, they're actively creating it now. They're the ones who understand that amidst all this automation, all this digital innovation, we can't lose that human touch that makes our industry so special. The goal isn't to replace human interaction though, because we must enhance it through the digital experience that embodies our values, our expertise, and our commitment to advancing science. So I'll leave you with this question. Are you ready to engage, inspire, and empower the chatbot creators of tomorrow? Because they're ready for you, and they're expecting your digital experience to be nothing less than extraordinary. Thank you.